Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we will be talking about kettlebell alternating circles. Our alternating kettlebell circle is a combination of our inside circle and our outside circle. This is what I like to call a Zoolander drill. Most people cannot rotate equally well all directions. We have right hand outside, right hand inside, left hand outside, left hand inside. With this movement, we're going to focus on each hand going back and forth. It seems that this should be something that's really easy to do. It is not. People get really weird when their heart rate gets high and they lose the ability to tell which direction they're going, and they always want to go back to their primary side. In this example, it would be right hand inside. People can lose track of where they are pretty quickly in space as soon as their heart rate gets above a certain percentage. This exercise is just training people to work on all of those rotations as their heart rate gets high. We're going to start with the web of our hand. We are going to wrap into the corner of the kettlebell underneath. I like thumb over the top. There are different versions of this. Different schools of kettlebelling do different grips. This is the one that I like the most. We are going to pick up our kettlebell as normal with our normal clean pick-up technique, and then we are going to prep. You can do either outside or inside first. It doesn't matter which one you do as long as you do it the same on both sides. So if you're doing right hand and you do inside first, on the left hand, do inside first. Kettlebell starts out in front, pick it up as normal, hike it back, start up in our good clean technique. Next up, we're going to rotate for our inside circle. Catch, alternate, outside circle. Inside, outside. You can add the rotation back to center on each movement if you so desire. Center, inside, same side hip. Catch, opposite side hip. Center, opposite side hip, outside circle, inside, coming back each time. For our inside, rotate, same side leg load, feet are pointed straight ahead. If our feet are turned out, you will see some people, when they rotate inside, their foot collapses in, and yes, they will be putting way too much strain on their knees at this point. That's why we do our stuff with our feet straight ahead. Feet straight ahead, rotate. There's no stress in the knee as long as your foot is upright and correct. Now your knee is doing what it is supposed to do, which is actually rotating from side to side. If your feet are turned out and your leg collapses, then you're driving stress right down through your knees. Do not do that. That is bad. So all those people who are doing their kettlebells this way, perfectly fine and valid. As long as you could do it if they were a ballet person and they could still keep their foot up and rotate their knee at the same time. Most people can't do that, so we always coach this with our feet straight ahead. With our feet straight ahead, our inside circle, rotate into that back leg, push, extend the arm all the way, swing across. Somewhere in this bottom vector, the thumb is going to turn up and out, and we're going to pull the elbow into the hip, catching in our clean position. Now you can either rotate to the center or not, depending on how you want to do it. It is that opposite side hip. As long as the foot is pointed straight ahead and we're not collapsing into the knee, we're doing it generally correct. Feet straight ahead, push, lock out, swing. Somewhere down here is where the thumb is going to turn, come up, pull the elbow into the hip and catch. Return to center. For new athletes, I add the turn to center so that they can come back to a double-legged lock position. For more advanced athletes who I know can return to a locked position very, very well already, we can pull that section and work on the big catch in the generation of the rotating power. Martial artists will recognize this immediately as something very much like empty stance, right? And in the lockdown drill that you might do in fight class where you're standing at a bar and you have to hit a target directly next to you without the space to move your feet. This move is, think of this as a cross, Think of this as a side jab. Let's demonstrate it again with our right hand, and then we are going to demonstrate it with our left hand. Good technique. Pick it up, inside circle, outside circle, adding the rotation to center, rotate, add the rotation to center, prep. We're going to do our hand change in front for now. Down, up, prep, same side hip, inside, opposite side hip, load, center, load, across, center, load, center, load. Set it down with good technique. This has been a demonstration of our alternating kettlebell circle. This does work better to learn it with light weights, and it would really help to learn it with clubs first, because clubs have a smaller diameter than the kettlebell, and this thing is swinging right past the height of your knee. Something that is smaller and lighter is better to learn with. If you try and do this with a big weight and you clip your knee and you push it straight sideways, just don't do that. It's a very, very bad idea. These are advanced rotational techniques if you already know the basics extremely, extremely well. This has been Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica.